Hi, and welcome to C Squared News. I'm Claire.
And I'm Callie.
And you're watching the most reliable weather forecasting system since yesterday.
So join us now to learn more about the upcoming weather and events in your area.
Now for the hour-by-hour forecast.
Alright, now welcome to our hour-by-hour daycast. So we're starting out bright and early in the morning at 8 a.m. We're going to start out a little bit low, 33 degrees, as we move on up through 9 a.m. in the high 30s. And as we get on into the noon, we're up in the high 40s. And then by 1 p.m. it's going to start to get a little cloudy at 50, but it'll still be warm. So we're going to move on up in the afternoon, inclining up about 53 is our high, and then coming down around 7 p.m. back at 45 degrees. And then by 8 should be a little cloudy and chilly, so keep a sweater on you.
Now for the 7-day forecast from our live Doppler storm team. On Sunday, we have a high of 64 and a low of 42. And on Monday, we have a high of 72 with a low of 40. And on Tuesday, we have a high of 77 with a low of 50. And Wednesday, we have a high of 81 and a low of 60, but 10% precipitation. Moving on to Thursday, we have a high of 79 degrees and then a low of 61 degrees with also 10% precipitation. On Friday, we have a high of 78 degrees and a low of 54. And moving on to Saturday, we have a high of 81 and a low of 60 with 30% precipitation.
Alright, so now we're going to move on to our surface map. So right here we're in the United States, we've got a high pressure system over here toward the west. And we have some cool fronts coming down through Texas up into some of the northern New England United States. And we have a warm front coming back down into Massachusetts, New York. We have some wet areas right around in the southeast region, and it's very mild down in Florida. So it's going to be pretty warm, cold, it could really vary right now. We have a high pressure system right in the North Carolina area and some low pressure in the Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas area. And then up here we've got a couple low high fronts. So we have some cold and warm fronts up here, and we're just going to keep moving on to our next map.
Hi, I'm here west of Lake Winnebago. It's really coming down out here. Let's go back to the studio and look at our regional map.
Man, Claire, it really looks like it's coming down out there. Now let's get back to you in the studio with the regional weather map.
Now we're going to move on to our regional forecast. Okay, so this is our regional forecast from Storm Team 5 west of Lake Winnebago, Sunday. So at 7 a.m. we have freezing drizzle, 33 degrees, and at 12 p.m. we have drizzle at 42 degrees, and moving on to 5 p.m. we're going to have mild at 43 degrees.
It's a fish. It's a fish. Catch a fish. It's a fish. It's a fish. Fish. It's a fish. It's a fish. No, wait a minute. It's a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie.
So now we look at our state map. It's pretty warm today up in the western part of North Carolina. We have a little bit of the high 70s, low 60s. Then toward the middle in Lexington, Archdale, High Point, we got mid to high 60s, 62 North Pinnacle, 68 towards Sophia. So we got a good variety. And then toward the eastern part of North Carolina, we have Burlington, Chapel Hill, Julian, Durham. It's mostly high 60s and high 70s. And then down in Fuquay, we have 70 degrees, which is about our high. Randolph County, 69. And so we're really about in the high 50s to low 70s, so it's a pretty warm day today.
Okay, now we're moving on to our.
Just say it again.
Now we're moving on to our national forecast. Over in the western part of the United States, we have San Francisco is cloudy at 65 degrees, and down below San Francisco we have Los Angeles, which is 76 degrees, and it's really sunny there. And moving on to Minneapolis, it's cloudy and we have 73 degrees. And okay, moving down to San Antonio which is at 81 degrees but with thunderstorms. And now we're going to Chicago, which is at 68 degrees with sunny weather. And moving to the western part of the United States, we have Lexington, which is at 66 degrees with sunny. Going to New Orleans, which is at 82 degrees and it's cloudy. And lastly, we have New York, which is partly cloudy with 52 degrees.
Thank you for tuning in to C-Squared News, the most reliable weather forecasting system since yesterday.
We hope you'll consider watching again.
Bye.
Bye. Can you get up? I'm gonna go get the remote. I'll put it right here so I can get back in.
Callie! Oh my god, no, like this. Callie!
Okay, I got this.
Since yesterday.
We'll help you. Will. Okay.
Okay, ready? Set.
Wait, do you want pens so we can look professional?